my name is Jordan Willis, and this is my sliding filament theory video. Let's dive right in. The skeletal muscle contraction is this image I found here. It is a neuromuscular junction that is happening. It's a site where a motor nerve fiber and a skeletal muscle fiber meet, also called the synaptic cleft, which is this area in here. In order for these muscles to contract, its fibers must be stimulated by motor neurons. The motor unit is one motor neuron and many skeletal muscle fibers. The sarcoplasmic reticulum is a part of the sarcoplasm's channels, which is in the muscle, kind of like a tube. The motor end plate, which is going to be kind of like down here if it was labeled, is a specific part of the skeletal muscles fibers in the sarcolemma, underneath the neuromuscular junction that's happening here. A neurotransmitter is a chemical substance released from the motor end fiber, which is going to be, whatever happens when these things touch, and the receptors help with that, which is the acetylcholine, fun word, which then starts the excitation-contraction coupling. This is a sequence of events along the sarcolemma that leads to the sliding of myofilaments. They release the acetylcholine and it binds to the sarcolemma. That triggers a contractions in the muscle fiber. So here is an example right here. And when it releases, this is propagated along the sarcolemma and down the T-tubules, which is in here, which is a transmission of the action potential along the T-tubules of the triad, which causes a voltage-sensitive tubule proteins to change its shape, which does this, which opens the calcium release channels in the terminal in the cisternae, allowing large amounts of calcium to flow to the cytosol. So all this calcium gets released, and the calcium binds to troponin and removes the blocking action of tropomyosin, which is happening around here. When it binds, it changes shape on the thin filaments, which then begins the contraction. The myosin binding to actin forms cross bridges, and the contraction begins, which is kind of like what's happening here when it does that. The sliding filament theory, which is proposed that the muscle contraction involves movement of the thin filaments past thick filaments, which is these kind of pictures are showing, which the sliding continues, kind of pushing and pulling those thick and thin filaments, which is the contraction, until it is complete. Just keeps moving along. This is happening, within a millisecond, and hundreds of thousands of these are moving to have contracting muscles. And that ends our video. Thank you. Goodbye.